Going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we are back with another ranking / grading video. This time we've got Team Australia for the T20 World Cup. Based on how we performed as a team, how each player performed, we're going to have, like we did for Team India just a few days ago. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. But I essentially just had all the names in the squad. I gave them a grading. We look at their statistics throughout the World Cup. And then at the end, we are going to give, a fun little ranking and just put all the players on the tier list here, as you can see. So, hey, firstly, if you guys are new, subscribe. Leave a like and comment down below. Help the boy out. We are pushing towards that 9K and then 10K subscribers. So, hey, if you want to help me out, I appreciate it a lot, but if you don't, then shame on you. Hey, we are going to be jumping straight into it here. We're just going to get straight into the statistics here. I have not looked at these. Of course, I did watch every game, but I haven't, gone into the statistics and read all of them and purely seen how everyone went on a statistic point of view. So, hey, we're going to do that right now. And who's the first name? The first name on the list is Ashton Agar. So he did not end up playing, or he did play a game. No, okay, he did play a game, that's right. So he played one game, he bowled 4 overs, he took 1 for 25. I mean, at the end of the day, he played one effing game. And I'm going to give him a solid... This is a difficult one because he only played one game. I'm going to give him a C+, just because, he played one game, it was okay, but he was heavily underutilized. I said it at the start of the tournament that I would have loved to see Ashton Agar play a few games. I think we... you've seen how well England used wrist spinners. You've seen how well Pakistan used their spinners as well. And it's a reason that they both made it to the final. So, both for India, who didn't use Chahal. And then you have Australia, who really underutilized Ashton Agar. I think they were two big things that both countries missed. All right, the second player, Steve Smudgy Boy Smith. Now look, this is not the tournament he would have wanted. He would have wanted to play every game. He's just really fallen away in white ball cricket these last 12, 18 months, really. Doesn't get an IPL contract anymore. Isn't in our best T20 team anymore. And is obviously still our best white ball ODI player, in my opinion. But, T20 cricket has seemed to pass him by. He played one match. He made 4 runs. So, look, he hit a boundary. He hit 1-4, but, didn't bowl either. He didn't really have to do much. He did make some beautiful Gatorades on the sideline, but, I think this one is probably just a C+ as well. You play one game. I can't be too unfair on someone who, we all adore. I love the boy Smitty, but a C+ is probably right. Cameron Green now. Now, this, again, someone who should have played, in my opinion, every single game at the World Cup this year. He played the one game against Afghanistan when it didn't matter at the end. He made 3 runs, and he bowled 2 overs and went for 13. So, again, there's nothing really you can say there. I'm just going to give him a C+. I think they all 3 of them guys deserve a C+. And then the same thing here for Kane Richardson, probably. He only played the last game. He took 1 for 48. Look, I'm not Kane Richardson's biggest fan at all. I would have chose Jai Richardson. I would have chose Nathan Ellis. I would have chose myself. I would have chose Billy Stanlake almost over him. He just gets a solid C, in my opinion. I think you go for 1 for 48. That's about right. Okay, now we get into the squad. Now we get into the players who played every single game. This is where it gets interesting right now. So we've got the man TD, a new introduction to the team this year. We've seen, what he can do for the Mumbai Indians. We've seen what he can do overseas in England, and we see what he can do in T20 level. He's just a crazy striker of the ball. But other than his ability to hit boundaries, he brought totally piss all to this team. For someone who I was so excited to watch this World Cup, 3 matches, he made 26 runs, a high score of 15 not out, averaged 26 in the end. So, I mean, look, yeah, like he hit 2 4s and a 6. Didn't bowl once throughout the tournament either, which I thought was so ridiculous captaincy from Aaron Finch that, yes, Glenn Maxwell is a solid bowler, but Tim David can bowl some quality deliveries. Ashton Agar could have done that job as well. We missed a big time with all the spinners in this tournament. And for, yeah, I mean, where do we lie on this one? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm thinking like a C-, almost a D. Yeah, unfortunately. Like, look, at the end of the day, he did get opportunities to bat. He played 3 games, had 2 innings, which maybe isn't fair enough of me. That's really unfair. Yeah. I'm going to go a C, just a C. Look, he's a newcomer. He's going to be here for a long time, so we're going to go easy on him. Matty Wade, now, this is my man right here. This is King Matthew Wade, right? Now, let's have a look. 4 matches, 3 innings, a total of 15 runs and a high score of 7. He obviously didn't bowl. He took how many catches? 1, 2. He took 2 catches and had 1 stumping. I'm sorry, Matty Wade, but this has to happen. You get a D- right there. I think, no, actually just a D. I'm going to give Matthew Wade the D. Wait. No, that sounds wrong. I'm not going to give Matthew Wade the D, but I'm going to give him a grading of D. No one clip that and take that out of context, please. Man, I wish I didn't say that. I'll edit that out. Pat Cummins now. Oh boy, we are just rolling through these players because they all had a shit tournament. And that happens when we get booted out before the semi-final. He obviously, did he have to bat? Yep, he made more runs than Matthew Wade. He made more runs than pretty much everyone. That sucks. Yeah, look, we don't care about his runs, but what we do care about is his bowling. And he did not bowl well, in my opinion. 16 overs for the tournament. Went for 132 runs. Was by far the most expensive Aussie bowler. Only took 3 wickets. Best figures of 2 for 28. Averaged 44 with the ball at an economy of 8.2. He did take 3 catches, but I'm sorry, Cummo. You are meant to be our main man, and yeah, he did not do that. A C- for the old Cummo, the Cum man, the Cum boy, Mr. Cum. Call him whatever you want, because he gets a C-. All right, Mitchell Starc. Now, he didn't play the last game. For some reason, we decided to go with Kane Richardson over Mitchell Starc. I will never understand that decision. But Mitchell Starc. Now, where is he? Where is old Starky boy? Mitchell, there you are. So 3 matches. He bowled, obviously, the 12 overs. Took 3 wickets, 102 runs, best figures of 2 for 43. Averaged 34 with the ball at an economy of 8.5. So again, didn't take a catch, didn't bowl that well, I thought, throughout the tournament. Look, yes, he did not bowl very good, but yeah, that has to be done. That has to be done. And you're noticing a real trend right now that there has not been 1 letter over C. And that it's deserving. It is really deserving. Now we go on to the man who I thought was going to carry us through the World Cup. The number 1 T20 bowler in the world. Or so I thought, Josh Hazlewood. Man, even he didn't have an amazing tournament. And he was still probably close to our best pace bowler. 15 overs, 124 runs, 5 wickets. Best figures of 2 for 33. Yeah, that's Hazelwood right there. 24 average and 8.6 economy. Took a catch, but again, our bowlers just weren't really up to it much this tournament. And if I'm being honest, Hazelwood was better than the other two, but not by much. So I'm going to go with like a C+. But honestly, it could easily be a C-. It could easily just be a C. Our bowling did not show up. You know, for a bowling attack that is meant to be known as the greatest in the world and is meant to be fast, swing, we had the perfect conditions to do that, and we didn't. And it's just so disappointing of how it happened. Davey Warner now. David. You know we love David Warner. He finished as the player of the tournament last season. In the last World Cup, he you know, after being disrespected by Sunrisers Hyderabad, he then proved to everyone that he is still an amazing T20 player. But then it really did fall away this tournament. I mean, David Warner, like, where even is he? Is this him? That's Tim David. Why isn't David Warner on the list? Oh, wait, there he is. My bad. My bad. I don't know what happened there. All right, 4 matches, 4 innings. He made 44 runs, a high score of just 25, average just 11. Yeah, it's just not good enough, unfortunately, for David, and he gets a big, fat, old D-. That is as bad as you can get, unless it's an F, and he is probably our closest guy in this team to an F, but I think a little bit of my bias doesn't want to give David an F, because I do love the man David Warner, but you are shocking, mate, and we need to see. And now with the news that he might retire from Test cricket in about 12 months, so Australian cricket, our top order is going to be fucked in all 3 formats. We're not even going to have a clue who to pick. It's going to be Cameron Green opening in T20s, and then I have no idea what's going to be happening after that. So, yeah, I love you, David. Please don't retire early. Now to our captain, Aaron Finch. He was our leading run scorer. No, he wasn't. That was a lie. He did hit the highest score, though, for Australia in the tournament. 3 innings, 1 not out, 107 runs, a high score of 63. I mean, at the end of the day, he did average 53, which was by far our best batsman. He made a half century, and in my opinion, yeah, was probably our best batsman. And that is crazy to say, because the amount of but the amount of, like, people that have been against picking Aaron Finch for that World Cup. Yes, he still wasn't that good. He had one good game where he made that half century, and then he had another game where he made like 40 or 50, and it was, you know, it was slow batting. It wasn't anything promising except for maybe one game, but at the end of the day, he was still our best batsman in my eyes, so he probably just gets a solid, I don't know, to be honest, like a C+ or a B-. Like, I'm thinking a B-. Look, he is pushing, 50 years old, so we're going to give him a B-. Glenn Maxwell now. Now, Glenn. Oh, Glenn. Yeah, look, he did bowl quite well. Let's give it to him. He bowled 3 overs, 2 for 14, took 3 wickets, which, is great. Took 2 catches as well. And then his batting, he made 118 runs, 54 not out, and averaged 39 as well. So, again, look, he was probably our best all-around performer. But, again, I'm not thinking there's anything too promising out of that. I'm thinking a B- for Big Maxwell as well. And what I'm going to do for Finch, I'm just going to give him a B. A B-. And then for Maxi, I'm going to give him a B. Yeah, I think Maxi was just a little bit better than Finchy. All right. Almost done. We're on to Stoin Papi now at the end. Now, Stoin. Now, he was coming in with a lot of injury concerns, and he didn't bowl. I think it was the first game. He only bowled the 9 overs. So he did bowl 9 overs only. Took a wicket, 1 for 6. Was average. Yeah, it was more him with the bat. 59 not out was his high score, an average of 42, 126 runs. Again, nothing too impressive. I think anything like a B- is probably about right for Big Stoyan as well. It's just not, you can just tell when the best score that one of us are getting is a B-, that's when you know you've had a bad day at the office. Zorba. Now, I'm going to get rid of that right there. Adam Zampa. Now, again, I had big expectations with Zorby coming into this World Cup. I thought he was quite good. I actually thought he was good. You know, because Australia were quite shit, Zampa didn't get spoken about that much. But I still thought he was quite good. Bowled 12 overs. Only, went for 80 runs, which is a few, but took 5 wickets, best figures of 2 for 19, averaged just 16 with the ball, and an economy of 6. So, I think he was probably our best bowler. Best bowler in my opinion, he was. So now this might be the first A. I don't know. I do not know. Wait, hold on a second. I'm trying to think. Is a B+ better? No. So it goes B-, B, and then B+, right? I don't know. We're just writing down letters and a dash at this point. But Zampa, I'm going to give you a B+, my friend. So I'm going to say he was our best player for the tournament. Zampa with a B+. And Mitchell Marsh, you let me down. You let down the whole country this tournament. I'm not going to lie. He had one good innings in the World Cup last year, which really did save us to win that tournament, which I will be forever thankful for. But Mitchell Marsh, man, you did nothing this tournament. I'm going to be real. Didn't bowl. He bowled 1 over for 14 runs. An all-rounder bowled 1 over for 14 runs. Let that sink in. And then he batted 4 innings. He went not out once. Which is no surprise. 106 runs, a high score of 45, average of 26. It doesn't matter in my opinion. He completely butchered a lot of our innings. And, for a guy that comes in at number 3, you are meant to be the team's best batsman. You are the team's most important batsman. And all Mitchell Marsh did was go out there, hit a few boundaries, and then hit the ball straight in the air and say, hey, I've got a couple sausage rolls back in the dressing room. I'm out of here. I'm going to go do a shit. I'm going to eat these and go to bed. That's what it felt like he was doing every time, because as soon as he got to about 22, 25, he would say, oh, I'm going to try and hit another boundary, and then it goes straight up and he's out. So, really disappointing from Mitchell Marsh. He had a lot of expectations on his shoulders, and I'm going to give him a solid D-. I think him and David Warner were our 2 worst players for the tournament, in my opinion. All right, now the overall team grade. How did we work as a team? A solid fat fucking F. I mean, look, yes, we only lost 1 game, but that 1 game cost us making the semi-finals, and it was an obliteration against the Kiwis. After that, we let ourselves down by letting Ireland almost come back and beat us. We let Afghanistan almost beat us. Didn't deserve to be playing in the semi-finals, that is for sure. So, those are my gradings. Now we get onto the fun tier list. And as you can see here, so we've got carried, good, gets a pass, you're better than that, where it's like, you're better than that. We know you're better than that. We've got what the fuck were you doing? And we've got doors that way. So you're pretty understandable right here. Let's start off with the first man right here, David Warner. What the fuck were you doing? I don't think he even knew. I don't know if he was focused on making a few more TikTok reels or thinking about what Candace was going to be doing for dinner. But his mind was not on the cricket, I'll tell you that. So, we love David. The door is not that way. You stay here, but please make some runs. Matty Wade. Yeah. I love Matty Wade. One of my all-time favourite players. Is he a part of Australia's T20 World Cup in 2024? That's the question. And the answer, I'm afraid, is no. So the door is that way, Wade. I love you. You're a king. You're a beast. I used to buy the same bats as Matthew Wade when I was growing up. Like, he was one of my faves. But he is not in our 2024 World Cup T20 squad. It'll be Philippi, it'll be Inglis, it'll be McDermott, it'll be Carey, it'll be one of them. So it will not be Matthew Wade. He will be about 62 by then. All right, Tim David. Now, Tim David. Now, as much as I would love to put him there, I'm going to put him here. You are better than that. You're better than that, TD. We did not see even close to the best of Tim David. And he was pretty shit. It's as easy as that. Mitchell Starc. Now, you're better than that as... No, that's the wrong man. Doors that way, Wade. Sorry, stop trying to sneak through. Matty Wade. Mitchell Starc, sorry. You're better than that too. I think he would agree. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but maybe he is just falling out of whiteboard calculations as well. Not for an ODI World Cup, but T20 certainly is an option. So maybe he's down here, and maybe we just don't expect it yet, but I'm going to leave him here for now. Aaron Finch. Yeah, he gets a pass. Coming into the tournament, I was on his head. I was speaking about how he should not be here. I think everyone was, but he was actually okay. And he gets a pass because he was expected to be the worst player on this team, and he ended up being a top 5 player in the tournament for the Australians. So he gets a pass, in my opinion. Well done, Finchy. We would have been even more embarrassed if it wasn't for Finchy. So well done to the big Finch Lord. Adam Zampa, you were good, my friend. Would I say carried? No, because no one carried us. We didn't make the semi-final. So I think good is fair enough for Zampa. Agar, again, he gets a pass. He played one damn game. Should have played more. Not his fault. Cam Green. Now, again, he played one game. His dismissal in that one game was pretty poor. But again, for God's sake, he played one game. He gets a pass. Glenn Maxwell, he was good. Kane Richardson. Yeah, doors that way. Now, again, he only played one effing game too. And this is going to be so unfair and make me such an arsehole for saying this. But Kane Richardson is not in the best 6 white ball bowlers for the country. Again, Nathan Ellis, Jai Richardson, Pat Cummins, Josh Hazlewood, Mitchell Starc. And maybe, you know what? Maybe he is that 6th guy. But, nah. He doesn't, not really. Maybe in England, but no, not really. Yeah, I think I'm pretty honest there. I just can't see him being in our next World Cup squad either. Big Papi Stoinis. I guess he carried. I guess he was good as well. Mitchell Marsh, what the fuck were you doing? Again, I am not Mitchell Marsh's biggest fan. I am almost so close to putting him in here, but because he's still got some years in him, he still, has probably got untapped potential in T20 cricket still. I'm gonna give him a what the fuck were you doing? Because seriously, what the F were you doing? But he is in our next World Cup squad, so I'm not gonna do anything about that. Pat Cummins. Yeah. What the fuck were you doing as well? No. His T20 cricket days might be over too. I'm not saying that, 2024 World Cup, is he going to be there? Yeah. But he has had a shit 12 months in the format. Did nothing for Kolkata last year in the IPL, this year, and has done nothing in the format since. So that's where I'm leaving him at. Steve Smith, he carried. No, he gets a pass. I love Steve Smith. He's my favourite, but again, he had one opportunity. He did make some very, very beautiful Gatorades on the sideline, so well done to him. And Josh Hazlewood. Let's look at his stats real quick. Took 5 wickets. He was still okay, but I'm going to say you're better than that just because we know that he is simply just better than that. So, hey, that is going to cap it off. So I guess that's my list, but you can see it right here. So let me know what you guys are thinking down below in the comments. Are my rankings fair? Do you agree? Did I get any wrong? Say whatever you want in the comments. Let me know. If there's any other teams that I should be doing this for, let me know. I do plan to do stuff like this during the IPL season and whenever there's more international cricket going on. So if you guys like these types of videos, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see everyone in the next one.